there anybody out there that's interested in a cement mixer? I know it probably sounds crazy, but I mean, really, let's be honest. Who doesn't need a cement mixer? Come on, everybody out there needs one. You know you want one. Now, what I'm thinking is, let me show you guys the product. Here we go. Here we have it. Never mind the little weed that's trailing along here. So here we have it in all its glory. Nice little cement mixer. Oh yeah, thing's awesome, right? Now, what I am thinking is show you guys the drum. Right, not all filled with shit. I mean, it's a little beat up, but it's not that bad. I've seen these way, way, way worse than this. So we're gonna call that a win. See, the handle spins pretty freely, the gears work. Yes, yes, yes. Now, part everybody looks for. Here's the motor. It's a GX 240 motor. It's got a good drive chain on there. It runs really well. Of course, needs some attention with the lights and stuff. There's no jack for this because you really just kind of want it to sit flush on the ground. It does have toe chains. It does have a lid to cover the motor. I'm wondering, is there anybody out there that's interested in that thing? Because I really just don't have as much use for it as I thought I was going. Now, full disclosure, I used it 3 times, maybe, something like that. Probably 2 or 3 times, small projects, nothing crazy, but it worked out. Worked really well. Gotta have the monster, can't live without it. Anyway, so yeah, just trying to find a new home for that because I know that there's got to be somebody out there that's looking for a cement mixer, right? Anybody in Eastern PA or neighboring states looking for a cement mixer for their business? Maybe a small job that this thing would pay itself off for. You know, I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody out there that could use it, benefit from it, whatever. I am not a very good salesman, but you know, look, at the end of the day, it's orange. It's my favorite color. It looks pretty cool going down the road behind your truck, not mine, yours. Looks cool going behind yours because that means that you bought it because you really loved it and saw this video and thought, oh well, I don't know what I'm going to use a cement mixer for, but I think this is just what I could use. It's just the thing, you see? Now, with all that being said, all joking aside, how's everybody doing today? I myself, I'm doing alright. Just leaving the shop now, going back to the house to hang out with the kiddos. It's finally not raining. I'm very happy about that. It was an eventful day today, of course, as they are every day. I'm sure most of you know that. If you've been following along this crazy journey, you already know it's always one thing after another. Now, I did want to make mention of something that's pretty cool. Now, I went on YouTube earlier today, and they informed me that I have 124 followers or subscribers or whatever they call that, and that's pretty awesome. I started this channel a couple years ago, and I didn't have anybody really. I think I had like, I don't know, I wouldn't say I had like 1, maybe 2 of them little bot things or whatever that followed me, which, you know, whatever, I don't care. You know, I never did it for that reason. But now, from the best of my understanding, you know, with 124 subscribers, that's awesome. So that's good. That means that people are actually watching this stuff. People are actually interested. Now, if this is a channel that you might think that, you know, some of your friends or family could find enjoyment or pleasure out of, or, you know, whatever, I mean, please share it. there something that I do that you guys are interested in, you'd like to see more of? You know, if anybody on here that's watching the live right now watches any of my shorts or anything, you're going to see that I post every day about the Monster for, you know, Monster for a Year challenge. So I am trying to get Monster to hook me up with a year's worth of, you guessed it, Monster, because I think that's just something cool. I think that would be interesting. You know, I always like seeing what bigger companies are interested in doing or what they're willing to do to keep customers happy. You know, that's cool. It's good publicity for them. At least that's the way I look at it anyway. It's got to be good publicity for them. They're giving away a year's worth of product to some guy that, you know, works on people's houses, cars, trucks, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, whatever. I mean, the shit runs through my veins, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy that way. But I like Monster. What can I say? I always have. I've been drinking it since I was 14. It almost killed me once. Almost. It was unsuccessful, so I figured let's try for round 2, right? Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Gallbladder almost exploded. It was kind of crazy. Felt like I was having a heart attack. It was nuts. But anyway, I'm still here to tell the tale. So obviously it didn't succeed, and here we are today to talk about it. So, yeah, tell me, what, a goal? Here? What? I don't understand. Drake, Lib, I'm not sure what you mean. Hard to, oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it came through at the wrong time. My phone's a little iffy right now, so it might have, your comment might have come through after I was making my spiel or something, who knows. It's anybody's guess. Any which way, so what do you guys into? Like, do you guys like I mean, if you're on here, if you found your way here, there's very little stuff that I'm not into, interested in, or whatever. So, like, for example, I used to skate, I used to ride BMX, used to ride dirt bikes, four-wheelers, race cars, trucks, hell, boats, I mean, jet skis, you name it. Like, I'm into all this kind of stuff. Like, you guys into any of that stuff? You guys like, I don't know, like, give me some ideas here. Trick shots, all right. So I've done a couple of those. I don't think I've ever gotten any of that stuff on video, but I've done a couple of them. I know what you're familiar with. I'm familiar with what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm trying to light my cigarette. Anyway, yeah, no, I can definitely do that. No big deal. I can try that out and see if you guys like that. No big deal. I'm always up for ideas, man. This is what it's all about. I like that one guy. He's like, oh, you think you got skills? And he like throws a water bottle in the trash can. That dude cracks me up every time. Yeah, I got skills. That guy's awesome. I forget what his name is, but shout out to him. He's cool. I like that dude. I remember when Dude Perfect came out, and that was like the only thing they did was trick shots. That was pretty cool. I mean, now they do all kinds of other crazy stuff, which is cool. You know, you gotta expand your horizons. You know, kind of move forward from what you started at. But I've always been a fan of grassroots. You know, like, don't ever get too far away from what started you out in the first place, because then, you know, who knows where you end up at. Always stay somewhat grounded to where you are. You know, it's good stuff. So trick shots. I'm definitely gonna try that out and check that out later on today. I wouldn't be very good at it right now going down the road. Let's see here. forgive me, I'm still new to the whole live stream thing. Still trying to figure this stuff out as I go. Thing popped up and asked me something about how long does it take to respond to a text or something. I don't know what that means. So, alright, so we got trick shots. That's a great idea. Now, how about, I'm trying to think. So, okay, we'll try out the trick shot thing. Definitely do that. Let's see, what are some other things? I'm not real good at sports. Like I played baseball when I was a kid. Never really been much of a football fan or sports fan in any kind of way. It's just not my bag. It's never been. I mean, every once in a while I'll watch the Eagles game or something if it comes on. Again, I'm from Eastern PA, and that's just kind of what's on. My wife loves the Eagles, so you know, hey, I guess I'm an Eagles fan. But anyway, beyond that, I don't really mess around with sports too much. I like the Mountain Dew tour. That's really cool. I don't even know if the X Games is still on or not, but that was awesome. I loved watching that when I was a kid. I always aspired to be Dave Mirra. Like that was what I wanted to do with life. I wanted to ride BMX bikes and sail off into the sunset on them and do crazy, mind-blowing tricks that people could only ever dream about doing. And here we are, a couple years later. You know, he's no longer with us. Rest in peace. He was hands down one of the coolest dudes I ever had the pleasure of meeting. Didn't know him super well, but I did get a chance to ride with him in Allentown, PA, years ago. This was back in like 2002 or something, I think it was. Might even been 2003. It's a long time ago. I can see your chat, Straight Clip. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can see that. Oh, man. So, let's see. I mean, it's going to be really difficult to do trick shots going down the road. But, you know, trick shots. Let's see. What else is there? What else can we do? Can we incorporate something else into the trick shots? Like, I don't know, you know, do it while moving on a bike or a skateboard or something like that. Can I have mod? I don't know what that means, bud. I'm not sure what that means or how to do that. Again, forgive me. I'm kind of new to this. I don't know what that means. Sorry, I'm a little slow to the streaming thing. What is mod though? Like moderation, monitor? I don't know. You know, I don't have a basketball hoop anymore. I did have one. I could get one back pretty easily. Wouldn't be that hard to get. My driveway kind of sits on a hill, so it's a little bit of a nightmare chasing after the balls and stuff. That kind of sucks. They roll down the hill and into the street. Had cars hit a couple of them, which sucks. It's a shame because my kids really liked it, but unfortunately it didn't last real long. I got skateboards, I got BMX bikes, do have all that stuff. I got dirt jumps down the street from my house, which is pretty cool. You can try. Sorry, I read out loud when I'm driving. I mean, you can try to write it and make it into a... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd try that out. Well, I don't know how to tag people. I'm not, again, forgive me, I'm still, I don't know how to tag people and stuff, but when I go to do that, I can try and tag you. Like I think if you subscribe to me, I can tag you in a post or something, and then that way you'll see it, and I can give you credit for the idea and whatnot. I think that's how that works. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty similar to Facebook in that way. I would think. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'll look into it and see what I can do with that. Do you guys? Oh, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I will. I'll figure out how to. Again, sorry. I feel like 1,000 years old here. I'm not. I promise I'm not that old. I'm just kind of stupid when it comes to this shit. But what I'll do is I'll figure out how I can tag you in this when I go to do it. That way you can get the credit for the idea and whatnot. Because that sounds pretty cool. And it definitely sounds like something I would do. Oh, so side note, I was on Facebook a little bit ago, and I just, again, I'm not as old as I might seem. I swear. Um, so I was on Facebook a little bit ago, and I saw Bam. I follow him on Facebook. He apparently is starting a kick stream. I'm not really too sure what that is, but apparently he's starting a kick stream on August 19th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time from Castle Bam in Westchester, which is pretty awesome. Haven't seen or heard much from him since he started getting clean. I see a bunch of his skate videos and stuff now that he's clean, which is awesome. Couldn't be happier for the guy. That's really great. I'm glad to see that he really gets life back in order. I might try and take a ride over to his house on the 19th and see how crazy it is. And of course, I could always live stream that too if anybody would be interested in seeing something like that. I mean, for anybody that doesn't know who Bam is, he's a pro skater. He was the guy that did all the Jackass movies, the CKY videos, all that stuff. I mean, there's very few people out there in the world at this point that I don't think knows who he is. But that might be cool. Go take a ride over to Westchester and show you guys Castle Bam. I think that'd be pretty neat. That actually might be a cool idea for a stream, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. The only downfall with that is where he lives is kind of a nightmare for cell phone service. Like, he lives in the woods. Like, it's technically speaking, he lives in Westchester, but it's like in the boonies of Westchester, in the woods, and cell phone service is like kind of hit or miss over that way. But I could definitely try that if anybody would like to see that. Let's see. So that's the 19th. So when is the 19th? Is that tomorrow? No, there's no way it's the 19th tomorrow. There's no freaking way, is it? Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. Either which way, if that is tomorrow, I will try and shoot over there tomorrow and do that for you guys. I think people would like to see that. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe nobody cares. I don't know. Hard to say. So, on the docket for this evening, pending any more thunderstorms, because can't seem to get away from them, I'm going to attempt to take the front end off my mother-in-law's car. She wrecked it about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, something like that. And I mean, it's not too bad. Like, the front bumper cover is destroyed. There's only pieces of it left at this point. But thankfully, the damage was just kind of relegated to the passenger side front. So I got to take that stuff off, and I got to get the fender beat back into place and whatnot. The passenger side headlight is exploded, unfortunately. Not much left to it. So got to get all that stuff off so that I can order the new parts for the car to get on there, get that fixed, and put back together. Let's see what else. I gotta do that. something like that. I just got it out of the weeds earlier, so I might try and put that on tonight, or I might, instead of doing that tonight, I might continue on the video series I was doing with the tractor. Will It Run tractor series. I got the parts that I need finally for it, and I might actually have a little bit of time to do that, so I may try and play around with that tonight. Possibly. I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna go getting crazy hopeful on all this stuff. It's a lot of stuff to do inside of one night, and unfortunately the night doesn't start until like, almost 9 o'clock, because my kids don't go to bed till 8:30, so it's gonna be hard to get some stuff done, but we're gonna try and see how that goes. And then tomorrow night's back to school night, so probably won't be doing anything tomorrow night if I had to guess. But again, we'll see. It's hard to say. All right, guys. Listen, I'm gonna jump for right now. I'm just about home. I gotta go hang out with the kids for a while, and I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later on. All right, take it easy.